Greetings to you all. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending with your time zone, and of course the time that you will watch this video. How are you? How am I? I'm fine, as you can hear. Please watch the video up to the end. Don't forget to like it. Give it a thumbs up. It's free of charge. If you have never subscribed and you're always here watching my content, why don't you consider doing so? To my new people, welcome. Asante sana. My returning subscribers, you're the best. What would I do without you? Your like, your view, your comments, including your correction, is never taken for granted. It's because of you that Mary TV is where it is as we speak. My moderators, those that have joined my membership, thank you so much. So my people, there are so many issues that are taking place on the Whitey streets. And of course, I need to come and add my voice on these matters. Our Lady, Queen Rocio, left Kenya, went all the way to United Kingdom. And this is the first time Rocio is traveling alone with the baby. My people, Marwa has always come out in the open, that is to admit his dream and desire was to get children with someone that has a strong passport. That is what we call manifestation. Did it happen or it didn't? You naysayer sitting there criticizing Rocio and the baby. Marwa came out and said it. It wasn't a secret. Like the way most people would do. Most people would marry people from other countries with their hidden agendas and they'll never say. But Marwa said it. If I take you back, when Rocio discovered she was expectant, they made a decision of baby Maisha being born in Argentina. And we all know we can't compare Argentinian passport with a Kenyan passport, including all the African countries. We can't. It is strong. I know there are those people that have come out previously to brag the way they have the strongest passports in the world. But they never travel, so the passport can't be important to them. If you understand from Maro's point of view as a traveler, if he had a passport of the most powerful nation in this world, Maro would have traveled to all the countries in the world. And that is the difference between you and Maro. And therefore, when baby Maisha was born in Argentina, his documents had to be put in order. And of course, the naysayers came after Marwa. They said he had overstayed in Argentina, or he did not have money to come back to Kenya. I don't know, Rocio had done that thing to him and Marwa was not thinking. But they knew what they were doing, and especially for their baby. And therefore, when Rocio and baby Maisha were leaving Kenya, Marwa said his son has an opportunity of traveling ahead of him. Remember, Marwa has never been to the United Kingdom. But who is God? Look at his son, hardly an year old. He's already in the United Kingdom. Some of us, including you that is watching me, maybe we've never traveled out of our own countries. Guys, it does happen. By the way, it does happen. But look at Maisha. He's out there. Those are memories. He's gonna, look back at this particular era where he started traveling as a child, and he's gonna appreciate his parents. Let me tell you, Rocio left Kenya to go to London and have some time and just enjoy herself. And what the naysayers are forgetting is that before Rocio and Marwa met, Rocio was a traveler. As much as she may have not traveled a lot or to many countries as compared to Marwa, but Rocio was already traveling. And therefore, this is not something that she is doing for a first time. Like, she's so aware of what she is up to. I took my time to watch her walking at the streets of Camden. I hope that is how the town is called. And you would see, Rocio, like, this is not a person that is traveling for the first time. She was not afraid. She was not unsure. She walked and she would read the map on the street. She would interact with people seamlessly. And guess what, guys? She took us to so many places. You can imagine, with a baby strapped on her chest, walking and creating content. And then there's you and me, that we are always sitting somewhere in a small corner. You want to come out and say the way Rocio doesn't know what she's doing. Go back and watch just watch some videos of Rocio before Maro, so that you get to know it is not the first time. Some of the naysayers came out to say Maro is not an affectionate man. Let me tell you, my people, and especially if you're an African man that is still staying in Africa, drop your comment down here very fast. Most of our African men do not show affection publicly. And that is why I have narrowed down to those African men that stay in Africa. Most of them don't display their affection publicly. You'll not expect an African man to be holding your hands and kissing you in public. That is not us. So my friends from the West, my friends the likes of Maureen, my sister Maureen, that is not our men. Do you get it? Affection is behind closed doors. And I don't say all men. There are some that don't mind that. But us, that is the way we are. So what did they want Mara to do? They wanted Mara to start kissing Rocio at Migori airstrip. They wanted Mara to do what? Like exactly. What did you want Mara to do, Coco Mama? You are an African and you know it so well. You can't be saying that you did not see that part, as if you don't know our African men. Hey, let me tell you, my people, that is the way it is, whether you like it or not. And I've said only African men staying in Africa. I know we have so many African men staying abroad. Of course, for them, it's going to be different because they have been assimilated by default. And therefore, they may tend to express the American or the Queensland way. And there's so many ways of saying goodbye after all with your person. It doesn't have to be in public. If you understand, you understand. If you don't get it, you don't get it. So my people, Peris has come out to give a strong warning to JT podcast. When Rocio left Nyabohanse, JT came out with the rumors and said Peris is back in Nyabohanse because she's aware Rocio is not around. And therefore, she is back to the villa so that she can take over, so that she can have some good time with Maro. And all these are just speculations. Peris came out and did a video and said she was in Nairobi and was flying out of Nairobi to Mombasa. And she said people should just let her be. They should leave her alone. Because, these naysayers have always been on her neck. There is a time they said she was expecting Maro's baby and she flashed, if you remember, when Gintu came out to talk about this matter. And guys, it is so unfair when you create some stories without minding, what other people will feel. JT, where did you come up with this? Like, how did you get into this? Are you sure Peris is in Nyabohanse? Are you sure Peris and Maro have something that is ongoing? Do you get it? So can you stop spreading rumors and lies? I know he said allegedly. But sometimes you guys, you speak and you make someone wonder, where is the truth? Where is the truth? As if you can't allow people to be in peace. Of course, very well Maro couldn't accompany Rocio. Maro's passport does not allow him to travel to United Kingdom without a visa. Of course, he had to go, if he really wants to go to UK, he has to get a visa. We all know that it is a fact. And by the way, if you are an African that has ever tried to get out of Africa, you know the tingo. I know of people very close to me that have gone to embassies and the visas have been turned down. It happens every day. It does. And therefore, it is nothing new. It does happen. And when the time is right, definitely we're going to see the family traveling together around the world. And that is why Marwa's dream as a traveler was for him to have children that gonna enjoy a good passport. Let me tell you guys, I have seen people like Black Beauty coming out to say the way she has a very powerful passport. But what she forgets is that, yes, her passport is powerful because she's in Germany, but she doesn't travel as a content creator. How many times have you seen content creators coming out to complain? You want to go to a country, you can't be allowed. You can't be given a visa. Do you get it? And therefore, it becomes so hard for you to move because that is your passion. That is what you're passionate about. That is what you want to do. But you can't be allowed to move freely. And this is where it becomes hard. Do you get it? And therefore, Maron knows it. How many times has he said he went to some countries and they asked him, how sure are they after the visit he'll get out of their country? Like, as an African, people look at you with a third eye. They're like, this one is poverty stricken. And maybe if we allow him to get into our country, they may never get out. They'll disappear somewhere. Do you get it? Therefore, let Rocio enjoy. Rocio, did some plan. Maybe by the time you'll be watching this video, she already has done the meet and greet. Of course, you people, Rocio is loved because of Marwa. That is a fact. That is a fact. Rocio and Maisha. Who doesn't want to meet them? People will go meet them, whether you like it or not. I was listening to this lady on Trending, and the way she was ridiculing the whole thing. And she was like, people should, if they want to get shout-outs from Rocio, they have to go and sing for baby Maisha. They need to go and, deliver presents and etc. so that they can, appease Marwa and such. My people, your bile is not taking you anywhere. That is what you don't know. Your evil mind will be the end of you. This family is truly loved by people who support them. By the time Rocio is in London, how many people do you think have been there to support the process? Didn't you see someone welcoming her at the airport? You can only receive such treatment if people like who you are and what you do. Otherwise, you will just land and arrive in an airport and it is up to you to maneuver and find your way around. But Rocio was well received. She was taken to her hotel room. She's having a good time in London with her son, creating memories. Who doesn't want that? Do you get it? So you people, it is high time you take a chill pill and let this family be. Guys, it's never that's, every time you have to come out and criticize the family. Dimwango is doing well. Her construction is ongoing. The materials are coming in. And there's nothing you can do about it. You people that are always saying Dimwango is broke. Who told you Dimwango can be broke? And guys, one thing that I detest is when people come out to talk about content creation as if it's not a form of employment. And the same people are running left and right late at night creating content because they know what they get from it. And someone when they sit and say, Dimwango has nothing to show, or Dimwango everything is through donation. My friend, YouTube is a form of employment. And that is why you are there. You are right here, watching and listening. Do you get it? So stop being so simple-minded because you don't like Dimwango. And one thing that I have always said, I have always said, as long as D Mwango is who she is, as long as YouTube is here, as long as all the other social media, handles are there, D Mwango gonna make money left and right. You speak, she makes money. You speak, she keeps on doing her tingo. And this matter of people just coming out and talking about the $7,000 every day, like, Carrot, can't you move on? Can't you make peace with the $7,000? What is $7,000 to D Mwango? That is a drop in the ocean. You know it. It is a fact. It is only that you don't want to come out and admit because you think this life is all about competition. D Mwango is in her own league. And definitely, I can't wait to see the construction, like the complete, villa that's gonna come out. And guess what, people? Whose father? Okay, that is Ernesto's father. Ernesto's father came out to clear the air. And he said it very categorically. He divided or subdivided his land amongst his sons. And this piece of land that D Mwango bought, like, it is not, D Mwango is not the first person to buy land from that guy, Murimi, or what is the name? D Mwango is not the first one. He sold a piece of land to Matiko. That is Chef Matiko. Chef Matiko bought a piece of land on behalf of someone there in Italy. Is it Italy or is it Spain? Please correct me down here. Okay, so Chef Matiko was the first person to buy a piece of land from that guy. And I told you that. I just told you. It is not just Ondari's family. Someone else is there buying land, but nobody talks about it until it is Ondari's family. There's nobody who scammed anyone. There's no one who duped anyone. No one took advantage of anyone. That guy is an adult. The seller is an adult. He had some agreement between him and D Mwango. And guys, let me tell you, the father said it very clearly. There is nothing he can do about it. Whether he's going to sign in the agreement form or not, the land will be sold. And when you look at these people, they all look drunkards, by the way. And you saw when Gintu went there to interview this papa, the papa was telling him to give him his share of the money so that he can go and do his thing. So it is just obvious and common sense. There's a lot of liquor in Nyabohanse. And it is not only Nyabohanse, but majority of villages here in Kenya. Most villages, you will not miss such. You will not miss liquor and people just being careless with their lives and all that. It is just something that happens everywhere. It is only that Nyabohanse is in the limelight. So my people, I don't know what you think about this video. Please drop your comment down here. I would love to hear from you. Don't forget to subscribe if you have never done so and you're always here watching my content. You can equally join my membership and become part of my family. Just check on a pack that is pocket friendly and support your girl. Thank you so much and goodbye for now.